Hey guys, this is going to be my November wrap-up and December TBR where I go through the books that I read in November really quickly and tell you what I rated them out of 5 stars, and then go through the books that I plan to read in December. And this is probably going to be really quick because I left all of the books that I read in November at home when I was there for Thanksgiving, and so I don't really have much to actually show you. I actually read a lot of books in November, more than I thought when I was first looking at it. The first book that I read was The Complete Idiot's Guide to Publishing Children's Books by Harold Underdown, which I gave 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a book on children's publishing. And then the only book that I actually have to show you right now is Literary Criticism by Charles E. Bressler. This was for my British literature class. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I think it's like, I've already taken literary criticism, which is technically supposed to come after this class. You're supposed to get this like brief introduction to literary criticism and then take literary criticism, which has a textbook about that thick. And so I've seen that book, but I think this is a really good like briefer introduction if that's what you want. So I gave that 5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Blogging for Dummies by Susanna Gardner, which I gave 5 out of 5 stars. I think it's a really, really good book. If you're like a complete beginner at blogging, that's definitely what it's meant for. If you know, if you have like the basics down of blogging, it's not really worth it. And then I read The First Family Detail by Ronald Kessler, which I gave 2 out of 5 stars. I just posted my review of it yesterday. It was terrible. It basically reads like a tabloid, and it's just not really a good book. And then I read How Come Every Kid's Science Questions Explained and How Come Planet Earth by Kathy Woolard. I gave both of those 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend them if you're looking for like fun science books for kids. And then I read One of Ours by Willa Cather, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. That was for my American Modernism class, and the only reason I don't have it right now is because it's in my backpack, because I'm ready to like go to class. I really enjoyed it, so I'm like kind of burnt out on talking about it because I'm currently writing an 8 to 10 page paper on it, like research paper. So that's all I'm going to say about it for now. And then the last book that I read this month was a reread. I reread Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen, and I love that book. I forgot how much I love that book. I never count it as one of my favorite Sarah Dessen books. I always kind of overlook it for This Lullaby, which is definitely my favorite, and The Truth About Forever, and Just Listen has like a special place because it was the first Sarah Dessen book I read. But I always think about those as being like my top 3, and I read What Happened to Goodbye recently, and I almost kind of eclipsed them because I really liked it, but then I was rereading this one, and I was thinking about how much I love it, and I never really think about that, and it makes me want to go back and reread all of Sarah Dessen's books, which I don't think is going to happen soon because I have plenty of other books I need to read, but I really, really love that book. As far as my December TBR goes, I'm going to keep this really, really brief, like oddly brief for me. I'm reading one book at the moment. It's a book that I got sent for review from the author called Unsoiled, which is a sequel to Thorny. Is that the name of the book? I'm going to have to double check that, but I can't remember the author's name either. And I can't easily get to the file right now, but it's a sequel to a book that is a Beauty and the Beast adaptation. This one brings a lot more fairy tales in. I'm really, really enjoying it. I think I'm about halfway through. It's been really slow going just because finals are next week. Thanksgiving was last week. Things are crazy right now. I'm just like, feel like I'm running around everywhere trying to get everything done. So it's taking me a while to read it, but that is not because I don't like it. I actually really, really like that book. There's just so many other things going on. That's why I'm not even reading another book right now. But I'm only going to add 2 other books to that, partially because of the craziness of finals and then going into Christmas. I don't know how much I'm going to actually be able to read, but also because this is thick. But the next book I'm going to start is No Higher Honor by Condoleezza Rice. I realize that there's this sticker on it. I've had this for like 3 years. I got this for Christmas from my grandmother. I think my senior year of high school. And it's one of those books that I've had forever and planned to read, but haven't yet. I really, really want to, because I think that her story can be like fascinating. I know almost nothing about her, but I just feel like being a woman and a woman of color especially, and I think that this is going to be very interesting. I'm really excited about it, but it's insanely thick, and I'm being so terrible at reading already this month that I don't even know if I'll get through this, let alone finish with it. But if I do, I'm going to read Catholicism by Robert Barron. Story behind this book, there's like a video series on this that my church did, like 3 years ago. I've had both these books about the same length of time. And this is like the book version of that, I guess, that I bought when that was going on. So it's just about Catholicism. I don't think it's about anything specific in Catholicism. It's just like a general, like different topic kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully I'll get through this, like finish the one I'm reading obviously, and get through this and start this at the very least. But I'm kind of more expecting that I'll only get part of the way through this. We'll see. Obviously, I should have more time once finals are over, but we'll see if that happens. So I think that's all, and I will see you guys later. Bye.